Hey guys, so a lot of people wanted me to do a comparison between the new Galaxy S7 and the LG V10, which is probably my second favourite handset here from 2015, second only to the Nexus 6P in terms of the exciting nature of the device. But how does it compare against Samsung's latest? We can have a look here. Just going to boot them both off at the same time and restart them. So you can see they have similar restart kind of buttons here, but LG still has its sounds, and I really enjoy the sounds of phones booting up. I hope the G5 also has the sound still, or they'll be held to play. So we did do camera and speed. Well, we didn't do the speed yet, but we did do the camera test, and we can have a look how the camera on the V10, which is critically acclaimed, compares to the new boy. So you can see everything is up to date here and closed down, so we can get to it. So is the brightness on the max? Yes, it is. And we can just open up some stuff here. So we did have the marshmallow there getting in the way of things. So I think we're having the Snapdragon 808 in the V10, a little bit faster than this one, about the same. And messaging, about the same, that one. Weather, quicker here on the V10. Camera, quicker again on the V10. So it started off with the S7, but now it's gone back to the V10. V10 is a killer optimized device, and it doesn't surprise me in the slightest, really. So very similar for the YouTube, and also about the health apps, Samsung S Health versus LG Health, so roughly the same there. And music, Samsung's being boring and has got rid of its music app, so you can see faster here on the LG. Mixed so far, I'm going to call it a draw for the day-to-day stuff, which is very nice. Can have a look at the games. Just imagine if they put a Snapdragon 810 in the V10. So you can see loads of game faster. What's that all about? V10's been at the gym, that's what it's about. What else do we have? We do have something else. Go. Raw power here for the load, so it did catch up there, but you can see here if the V10 can keep up with the S7 in many respects, and the G5 has a good chance actually of also keeping up with the S7 and even surpassing it. So very impressive stuff here from the V10. I don't think it has a browser of its own, so we're just going to use Chrome to see here how they compare. And we're just going to go to, I don't know, Daily Mail. daily fail, go. So a little bit faster here to I think load this page a little bit. Whoa, that was a bit risky, didn't even see that. So we'll just go somewhere else actually. GameSpot. Go. And go. So loading is still taking place here, and I think we're finished. You can see that was very similar actually on both of them. Advert loaded here faster. GSM Arena. Quicker here on the left that time. So again, you know, very back and forth for the browsing, not clear cut really. Phone Arena, a bit faster here that time. I like to fetishize my phone. What's wrong with that? But we do have a render fail on the S7 here, so very nice rendering on the V10. So maybe, you know, a little bit quicker on a few of them with the S7, but again, you know, the V10 still holds its own when it comes to the browsing, which is nice. It is running Lollipop as well, so we are expecting Marshmallow very soon. So no updates are available for it at the moment, unfortunately. So hopefully LG can, you know, get up to date. But you can see the multitasking is still a billion times better than what Samsung was on the Lollipop. Look at that, no difference whatsoever. Both have 4 gigs of RAM obviously, so lots to play with. So just check the camera, quicker here. So a bit of a lag on the new boy, it's not what we want to see. And the game. You see, both of them are fantastic now when it comes to multitasking. They keep the stuff in memory, but you can see the V10 is definitely not outclassed. Still an amazing boy, the V10, compared to the S7 here. But how do they compare in terms of the camera technology? So we are getting I think 16 megapixel now versus 12 megapixel. Some might see that as a downgrade, but Samsung assures us that the low light performance is better. And we can have a look at some of the pictures, so we can see if that is the case. And let's see here. So we did do a few different pictures in good light and low light, testing the HDR and you know, the good stuff. And generally, you know, I say this a lot, but I didn't see a massive difference really. I think the only area where the LG V10 has a slight weakness is in terms of the ability for the lens at the back to get smudges, because you're putting your finger at the back all the time to unlock it. and it can sometimes like make smudgy pictures, but when you check that it is clean, you'll find that the actual performance is very comparable to even the latest Samsung handsets. So there's not been a massive jump, I don't think, in terms of the image quality. The V10 is still among the best you can get, really. So you can have a look here, obviously, just to make sure that I'm not telling fibs or anything. Maybe the S7 slightly brighter images because of that f1.7, but you're gonna have to really stare hard to see that. And the same can be said of the video recording, which is still class leading on the V10, very comparable to the S7. The thing that I like about both of these companies is their attention to detail when it comes to the camera experience. You can see they both have some amazing modes here that even go onto the dual screen on the V10, which make stock camera apps on Nexus phones look like a joke, really. You can see we do have a pro mode on the S7 now, as well as on the V10. So you can put it on auto, you can do manual mode. So I mean, this is just the pinnacle when it comes to camera technology at the end of the day, and you're not going to have an issue on either of them, really. Now, one area where I have had an issue with the V10 is the battery longevity, and that's the reason why I use the 6P, because I think the battery could be a lot better on the V10 because of that Snapdragon 808. But if you can look past that, it's still an amazing device here, and it's surely going to come down in price now that the G5 is coming out. I will be doing a comparison between the G5 and the V10 when it does come out shortly, so stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoyed this little comparison here, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.